Hello DCS users, my name is Unicorn Gloom. In this tutorial, I will show you the basics on how to set up DCS for your avatar, how to fight, XP rate, classes and what they are, abilities, and weapons. Some of the footage I will be showing you can be found on the DCS website. The link is in the description. Now, the first thing we will cover is buying the HUD, and can be found on the marketplace by searching DCS HUD or in-world in various Sims or DCS active places. Landmarks are in the description. The HUD is 75 lindens, and ensure you have res rights or visit a sandbox to unbox it. To get started, all you have to do are add these two prims. One is the UI or user interface, and the other is a meter. Once you have these two things added, you'll need to set up your character before you engage in combat. This is done on the DCS website and only takes a few minutes depending on your connection. Once open, the website will have you create your character. There are 3 very simple steps. Step 1, choose your race. I will choose Supernatural. After that, click Next for Step 2. The website will ask you to choose your gender, male, female, or other, and I will select male. The final step is just the website requesting you to verify your choices. If you are not satisfied, simply press back. You can always create another character if your DCS sim allows it. Safety tip. Ensure you are in either non-combative mode by clicking the HUD, or that you type /9 training into local chat to go into training mode. Never go AFK while your HUD is in full combative mode, or else some asshole might swoop in and kill you before you know what's happening, effectively making your overall appearance look bad and sucking the XP right out of you. Now that we have our character set up, we need a weapon. There's a large selection of weapons in DCS vendors, as well as in their shop on the marketplace. Third-party weaponry will also work, but only the base damage will be dealt, and a lot of sims do not permit them. So it's a good idea to invest in a DCS created weapon. They may seem expensive, but they have free lifetime update, level with you, and each have a special ability to them and or nice stat buffs, which we will cover in a future tutorial. For now, let's stick to the basics. I'm going to use my bastard swords in this tutorial, and almost all of the DCS weapons work in the same way, so I'll res a fresh copy to guide you into setting them up for your HUD. Inside you will find your weapon sheath, and gestures to quickly access them. You can change the trigger for your needs, but make sure they aren't any of the F keys just yet, as you will soon find out that those should be reserved. After you have your weapon added, simply click the sword icon on your HUD to draw it. Click it again to sheath. To get into the attack pose, ensure your AO is off, and simply hold down the left mouse button. As you can see, I'm ready to fight. Now, to actually do the battle moves, tap any arrow key on your keyboard. Each will do different attacks, so it's always recommended to tap them all quickly in random orders. To get the most out of attacking, get into mouse look, hold your left mouse button, and use the WASD keys. Experiments with several users have shown that this is a more effective way to fight versus the arrow keys, but I highly recommend you try both to find what suits you best. When you find an opponent, ensure you click everywhere around them so that your HUD knows to target them and not any allies in the battlefield. Now that we've covered the basics of DCS weaponry, we will move on to abilities and powers. Setting abilities and powers up is actually a lot easier than it seems. To start, simply click the gear on your HUD to go into configuration mode. You will then click the buttons to place any powers you have into the slots. You will gain more powers as you level up. Health, stamina, racial stat, or T-stat affect your ability to fight. Health is pretty self-explanatory, but stamina can be affected by your opponent or the T-stat. The T-stat is either 100% when you begin a fight or 0%, meaning you must gain it by attacking or by feeding off your opponent in some way. In this tutorial, I will gain the T-stat by feeding. Once I have it up some by using my programmed ability, I can use my powers to quickly down my opponent, as I am the DPS class, which will be explained shortly. To get the most out of abilities, we need to cover channels. Channels affect your race abilities, class abilities, and gestures. They make everything 1,000 times easier and quicker. Before we start, make sure you do not have anything mapped to the F keys from F2 to F9. To access your personal HUD and weapon channel, do the following. Open your HUD, pay attention to local and type /9 HUD channels. One of the 2 lines displayed is your personal HUD channel. Copy this number. In your DCS folder, you will find a card that says DCS Sample Gestures. Open this note card and then select each one to save into your inventory. Edit each gesture, highlight the line called chat, then look and you will see a small window further down displaying what is in the chat line. Replace the displayed channel 667 with the channel number you copied from above. Activate and save the gesture. Do this with each ability you gain as you progress. Classes are chosen when you reach level 10, DPS, Healer, or Tank. We will briefly cover these classes. DPS are the maxers of the three. Their job is to kill fast and kill hard. Never leave home without one. Healers are, well, the healers of the three. Their job is to heal, and I would personally never go into battle without one at my side, as they can also ricochet damage. Tanks are the brutes of the three. Their function is to take damage and to deal it, but they don't hit as hard as the DPS class. They are an extremely useful class if you're cornered, as their special powers are some of the most powerful of the three classes. There are two ways of gaining XP, and one is automatic. You gain 15 XP every 25 minutes. The other way is by fighting other DCS users in Mortal Kombat, and you gain about 5 to 15 XP. If you kill the same person twice in a row too soon, you will not gain any XP. This is to prevent farmers and to promote balance. The XP ratio is as follows. You hit level 2 at 500 XP. It requires 1000 XP to get to level 3, and it resets to 0 with each level gained. The XP required for each level multiplies by 2. So level 4 requires 2000, level 5 requires 3000, and so on. I will give a link to a table up to level 20 in the description of this video. That covers the basics of DCS. In-depth tutorials on the specifics will come in the future. If you need further help and you are in the Fallen Ones Horde or frequent Kishar's Nest, please IM xRiViTx resident or Marie Resch in world and we will be happy to assist you. Please subscribe for more helpful tips and machinima in regards to Kishar's Nest at Forsaken Eclipse. Thank you.